Welcome back in, everybody. It is day 6 of our whiskey advent calendar. We are doing the 25 Drams of Christmas. If you haven't been following along, go check out episodes 1 through 5 first. We're on day 6, and this is another budget bourbon today. JTS Brown Bottled and Bond. Now, they do make the non-bottled and bond expression, which I actually have right here as well. And we might even do a little side-by-side here coming in, but I have not cracked this bottle open yet, so this is going to be my first time trying this. This is a Heaven Hill product. Now, as I mentioned, it's bottled and bond, so it comes in at 100 proof. This is the Heaven Hill mash bill that is 78% corn, 10% rye, and 12% barley, I believe. Don't quote me, but I believe that's right. Now, this is entry-level bourbon. This bourbon I've seen as low as $10, between $10 and $15 for the bottled and bond. The non-bottled and bond, which is 80 proof, is $10 or less, like $8.99 or something. Ridiculous. Let's go into the nose on the 100 proof first. And I'll pour. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do them side by side. So let me just pour the other one too, and we can do a little side by side here and see. I want to keep them straight, so I'll put this here, then we'll know. We're gonna do the 100 proof first. Color on this. Now let's look at the color between the two, because you can see a difference in the color here. If you can look at that. I mean, the bottle and bond is substantially darker in my light. Yeah, I mean, this is almost like a white wine color, the 80 proof is. Bottle and bond looks much darker. Probably a little bit of an age difference too. Now, being bottled and bond, it's at least 4 years. This is just a Kentucky straight whiskey, so it could be 2 to 4 years. Maybe it's younger. So let's go into the nose. Classic Heaven Hill nuttiness. It actually reminds me of Old Ezra 7 a little bit. Off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure if Old Ezra is sourced from Heaven Hill. I know Lux Row now is making their own product, but before, and even still for some of their products they're sourcing, I think it's Heaven Hill, but I'm not 100% sure. Someone can let me know. The Heaven Hill nuttiness comes through for sure. A lot of caramel, vanilla, cinnamon on this. Kind of that Heaven Hill toasted almond a little bit with a drizzle of that cinnamon. But the astringency is coming through on this for me. Not a huge amount. I mean, honestly, not a huge amount for being 100 proof. But it could be because it's only a $12 bottle. Or it could be because it's a fresh bottle pour from the neck. You know, that could be part of it too. So, let me compare it to the 80 proof. Let's just do it right now. Let's not wait till the end. Yeah, I mean, the 80 proof gives me almost nothing on the nose, honestly. How much can you expect from a $9 bottle? Little bit of caramel vanilla, I would say, I guess. But cheers, everyone. Happy day 6 of the 25 Drams of Christmas. Ooh. Hello. Well, that did not burn on the palate. I mean, that was no astringency. And a nice mouthfeel. I mean, I got a lot of spice actually on the front of the tongue, which is uncommon for me. Usually I get that spice on the back of the palate. A lot of nice baking spices on the front. Even that cinnamon I was talking about. Cinnamon comes through on the front of the palate. Let me go into the 80 proof here. It smells very flat. Yeah, I mean, everything just tastes muted. You know, it just tastes muted. It's okay. Not hardly, I mean, almost no alcohol burn on the 80 proof either, but it just tastes very muted compared to this 100 proof. A lot of cinnamon now. After taking the sip on the palate, I mean, that cinnamon is really, really prevalent for me. Some toffee in there too. Whew. For some reason, I mean, it's 100 proof, but I don't normally get that kind of mouth kick that I do from 100 proof. I mean, if it's barrel proof, sure, but 100 proof, I'm usually fine. But that's giving me a lot of spice on the tongue. You know, a lot of spice on the palate. Very, very nicely balanced, though. It's not too astringent, not too much sweetness. It's not too drying. It's probably right around 4 years with about. I mean, it's bottled and bond, so it's at least 4 years, but it doesn't taste much older than that. Not getting a huge amount of oak. Let's go one more sip here. Yeah, it's like you go to the fair or the carnival, and they have those cinnamon nuts that they put in the whatever you buy in the little triangle-shaped bag. Cinnamon roasted nuts or whatever. That's kind of what it tastes like, honestly. One more with the 80 proof. No. $3-4 difference. Go for the 100 proof all day. First time I was in Kentucky, they did not have any of the 100 proof, so I picked up the normal one just to see how it was, because I can't get it in Michigan. Next time I was in Kentucky, they had it all over, baby. So I got one. I'm glad I did. That 100 proof is really good. I mean, it's really good for $10 to $13. Hardly any alcohol burn at all. Nice bourbon profile flavors. You know, I mean, it's got that Heaven Hill flavor profile that's nice. I would still take the Heaven Hill. Do I have one right here? Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond White Label over this. Unfortunately, this is discontinued now. They've got the 7-year for $30 more, whatnot, but I would take that over this still. It's a very good bourbon. For $13, you should always stock this. Being 100 proof, you can use it in cocktails. Neat on ice if you want to as well. So, I mean, that's really nice. Can't go wrong with JTS Brown. One of the budget options I would definitely recommend. Thank you all so much for joining me for day number 6 of our Whiskey Advent Calendar. Let me know if you've been following along with the calendar. Have you been drinking the stuff I have? Most of the stuff we've had so far has been stuff that you can attain. You know, it's attainable bottles. Have you been able to try them along, see if you get the same notes as me? If not, what else do you want to see me review during this Advent Calendar? As you can see, I'm releasing them day by day, and we don't know what's coming next until we're ready to put it out that day. So let me know if you have some suggestions. I'm more than happy to review stuff for you guys. So thank you all for joining me today. Stay insane, everyone.